Hi guys.
Hi,
Welcome to another
guys. Welcome
episode
to another
of
episode of
Student
Student Talk.
Talks.
Hello. So, we hope you've had a great weekend and all of you are safe and in good health and with your loved ones. It is definitely some hard times for all of us right now in our houses, everyone around the world, but hoping that everything is good at your side and everything gets better soon. And if you guys are having trouble coping up with stress and need some professional help and tips on how to convert your negative stress into some positive energy, you should definitely check out our previous episode. It's on Facebook and YouTube, and you guys will have some great information about healthy information on how to cope up with your stress.
Yes, guys, if you feel like lost or confused about being unproductive, please go check out our previous episode on how to manage your stress and know some professional tips on organizing your energy. And it's been months since we've all said the same, right? And if you do need a boost, please go check out our previous video.
Definitely, you're absolutely right. So today, this is a special edition of our web series, and we did receive some requests to do an episode regarding this particular topic and from this particular place where we all feel like reaching and exploring new life, and we feel like there's a lot of potential for us in this particular place and a lot of experiences. So most of our A level students at this stage prioritize their next degree and be a part of one of the best education systems of the world, United States of America.
Yes, definitely. The land of opportunity. A place where you are flexible to choose your own degree, focus on majors, minors, and have the same perspective and opportunities and professional experiences under the STEM degree and overall global persona.
Absolutely. USA is a home to known industrial tech companies such as Facebook, Google, Amazon, Walmart, Apple, Microsoft, etc., which combine to make almost $5 trillion capitalization, and the famous Silicon Valley, which is home to global technology and many startups offer tremendous opportunities for students who want to explore their professional career and wants to come upon completing their US degree from US.
Yeah, definitely. It's a fascinating place, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of our viewers watching this stream are keen to know about the United States education system in terms of academics and student lifestyle and the steps required to begin the American adventure. And just for all of you to know and understand as we move ahead, you should know that US entries and ranking systems are different from the rest of the world, and it is better to understand it today from our guest from Shorelight representing the University of Illinois at Chicago, Miss Julia Dudnik.
Yes, guys, UIC is definitely one of the prestigious institutions existing in America, ranked in the top 100 in national universities by US News and World Report rankings. Or if you follow the QS ranking system, it is ranked in the top 200 in the world.
Hi, Julia, how are you?
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Ramsha and Tarfa. So great to be with you here. Thanks for having me. I'm very well and doing well. I'm looking forward to to a great session today with all of you. Looking forward to hearing the questions. To see your questions here, and hopefully give you the answers that will help you pursue your studies through the university and come to the United States, to achieve your dreams in life, your professional goals in life, and to join your dream university. So, welcome everyone again. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Of course, definitely. It's a pleasure having you here at our show. And we are keen to know more about the American dream that most students have been thinking about the United States of America. What would you like to say? Is it truly the American dream that most people perceive?
It is indeed, because well, first of all, is the if you look at the number of the universities, the United States of America is number one country, right? When it comes to the
Yeah.
uh, choice of options, and when it comes to the scholarship opportunities, when it comes to the job market after graduation, right? So, when it comes to the the variety of cities where you can go, you can have from the college town experience like being in Kansas, for example, right? And studying at the University of Kansas, Kansas University, right? Or doing like your bachelor's and in the heart of the big city like Chicago, that is the third largest city, and studying at the UIC. So coming to Boston, that is the capital of education. That is the well, a capital of education not only in the U.S. but also in the world, and it's a
Yeah.
dream place for international and American students to be, right? Because the number of university, the number of professional opportunities are fantastic. So pretty much everywhere across the U.S. And as the degree structure is also, like you rightly mentioned, I think Ramsha, it was you,
Yeah.
that you said
Yeah.
that there is a major, there is a minor, there is an opportunity for the
Yeah.
dual degree. So first like 2 to 3 semesters, you still have a luxury, to kind of explore your major, your educational, professional opportunities in the U.S. Like do the shopping classes, attend the classes that you
Yeah.
like, and then choose your major and start doing your specialization, like focused and precise in the third and fourth year. That includes also lots of
Of course.
internship opportunities. So that's the unique thing, and that is why it's
Of
worked
course,
for
yeah.
many students, international students, that are still exploring the options and saying, I want to be an engineer, or I want to be a entrepreneur with a or I want to do something like related to the graphic design, or humanities, international relations, but also have a skills in like management. That's all possible in the US, and that's the beauty, the flexibility and opportunities. So that's why US
Definitely.
is all popular.
Wow, that sounds great. So, tell us about the US education system. How is it different from the rest of the world, and why is it preferred to be the best in existence? Students have opportunities to choose majors and minors. How does that help them?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the US, the education system in the US has a unique structure. So if we are looking at the bachelor degree, or it's called undergraduate degree, so it's a 4 years degree in the US, and it's all measured, in the credit hours, courses, classes that you may take. But to complete your degree, on average, you need to complete from 120 up to 128, and a bit more if you do like
Yeah.
specialization credit hours. That's for 4 years, right? And that's
Uh-huh.
yet, and also the breakdown. If we look at the 4 year degree, so it's about 40% of your education will be dedicated to the general education courses. That is pretty much your first 2 semesters, and that's the first semester of your second year. So you will be doing mathematics, economics, college algebra, English, like an academic English, college level English, academic writing, as well as could be history, it could be something could be physics, could be something like international relations, or microeconomics. So that's what is called general education, right? And then you
Yeah.
also have electives. Electives is like the courses that you can choose from, and that's about again 30% of your degree will be still dedicated to the electives. Electives you can do, let's say, as an engineer, you can take a course in management, for example, right? And then your specialization is also as a very, very focused courses that you must complete in order to graduate. So if it's engineering, mathematics, like physics, chemistry, and it's your specialization in the US, you do on your junior and senior year, your year 3 and year 4. And also some courses will include their co-op education. In other words, it's an internship that will be built in your curriculum if you're an engineering student, for example. But for business or any design student, it's also possible to do the practical curriculum, internships on campus as well as off campus. Year three and year four, that's where you do your specialization and work on your skills, professional skills.
That sounds great. That sounds amazing.
All right, that sounds amazing. So, many students are, especially in Pakistan, are not aware of the ranking and evaluation system in the US. So, can you please brief us a little bit about the ranking systems that the USA follows, and what steps should the students take while making preferences to consider USA as a study destination?
Yeah, it's an amazing question, and I think exactly that's an important thing to understand when you choose a university in the U.S. So first of all, because there is a huge number of universities in the United States, public, private universities, they are both good schools, good universities. But then you should look at them at the American ranking, right? First of all,
Yeah.
because that's the ranking that they usually refer to. It's called U.S. News and World Report. That's a very reliable, reputable ranking system that ranks universities using different criteria. So, and tier one universities, because again, it's about 4,000 universities in the United States. So tier one
Mm-hmm.
universities, there is like a tier system in the U.S. You will be
Okay.
targeting. And I know, like, my many Pakistani students are, doing different curriculums, and they're, brilliant students in most of the cases. So they're targeting like top 200 best universities in the United States, like top
Okay.
250. That's a tier one universities, and you should check
Right.
U.S. News and World Report ranking overall, and also see the ranking of your major. It could be major specific. Let's say your university could be in top 200, but then your major could be in top 50 best in the US, and that
Yeah.
matters because that also gives access to professional associations, accredited program, and professional opportunities. And some universities, like
Definitely.
University of Illinois at Chicago, is also very proud to be not only top 14 best public universities in the United States, but also in top 200 best universities in the world by the QS World Universities ranking. So that's also a very, very, big thing, because again, there are so many schools in the United States, and first of all, we refer to the American, like a domestic ranking. But some universities are also very, very, proud to announce that they've been in the world ranking, and they are in the top tiers in the world ranking. So, but generally, yeah, it's your major, and then the local domestic ranking in the United States. So
Right, right. That's some interesting information. So tell us more about University
Yeah.
of Illinois Chicago. What features does the University of Illinois Chicago has to offer to its students and the future prospects after graduating?
yeah, I've been like I've been working with the University of Illinois at Chicago for some time. I work as the program manager, and I work specifically with for South Asia, so students from South Asia who are looking to apply for the undergraduate and postgraduate studies. So
Yeah.
I can
Right.
tell you that this university has been very popular for South Asian students. It's a big community of South Asian students living in Chicago,
Yeah.
and there are reasons behind that as well. Because, well, first of all, location, right? So Chicago, you won't go wrong with this. It's the third largest city. It's the
Yeah.
home to many industries. Like if you want to be a mechanical engineer or computer science engineer or business analyst, right? Or like entrepreneur, or do something related to architecture or city design, urban planning. So Chicago is the right place because it's a home to many industries, to many companies, from like from the many brand name companies, big name companies. And it's also a popular place because the living expenses are very affordable, quite less, but the salaries are very, the salaries package for the graduates are very good. So UIC as also is the largest public university in Chicago downtown. We're just 10 minutes from the loop of Chicago. That's how the downtown of Chicago is called, right? So,
Right.
and we have the prime location ranking wise, USC is in 132 national ranking in the United States. Also, world universities ranking, we're in top 200 best universities in the world. Major wise, so computer science, engineering, architecture, business analytics, marketing are in top 50 best majors in the world, right? So top
Right, that's
50, top
interesting.
100. So yeah, it's the most diversified university in Chicago, and we have students from 100 countries, about 4,000 international students, and we
Wow.
are a big school, about 33,000 students on campus, and we're also the safest campus in Chicago for the last 7 years, I believe.
Right, that's some interesting information. Amazing. Okay, so what about student life at UIC and in general in the US? What experiences can students have coming to Chicago and nearby places?
Yeah, again, great questions. And Karachi is a huge city, right? You have about like 20
Yeah.
million population, right? So Chicago would be a bit less, well, not a bit, but much less, but still, it's a big city lot. So you actually, with UIC, you will experience study in the heart of the big city. It's a very cultural urban campus, but this big academic campus, and academic excellence is just, you will see it's everywhere at the USC. Great,
Yeah.
academic facilities, state of the art laboratories for engineering students, like the studios where for the project for business students, for the architectural design, graphic design students. So USC
Ah,
gets lots of research funding from the government,
Okay.
like which they spend also on their infrastructure. So students will enjoy the urban life, like being in the heart of the Chicago. And it's like not far from the campus there is a famous, I believe it's called Devon Street. So where it's like on one side is out there what's called South Asian community, where you
Yeah.
can get the like Pakistani food, Indian food, Bangladesh,
ooh.
South Asian food.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
that's
very
great.
like culturally diverse. Yeah, it's like super super. This is really super cool. It's an awesome place to
Yeah.
be because you can get access to the food that you like. So it's a
Yeah.
culturally like diverse city. It's a famous Lake Michigan, the greatest lake in the
Yeah.
United States. So, and
Mm-hmm.
again, being a student, you will have a free uh, pass, like for the public transport. You can easily hop on a train and get to the city center, and then enjoy and explore the beautiful museums,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
cinemas, and the food and cultural experience.
That's
And yeah, you will
interesting.
see. Yeah, it's also being on campus, you have access to about 200 clubs and organizations. So if you're keen on something like
Wow.
fashion, or like nails, hair design, right, or photography, for example. So or you're good at like that technology, or you want to or you're interested in cars, like Formula 1. So
Yeah.
you can join a club or organization, or you create and set up something new,
Oh, that's
inviting and
great.
attracting other students. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's definitely something worth considering. And so, as per the current circumstances in the US due to the pandemic, students who were willing to start their degree unfortunately couldn't travel. So, are there any options available for students who still continue, who are still restricted until air restrictions are lifted?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's been like a very challenging time, I think, but again, there is definitely a way out. There is a solution, and the best is actually yet to come, and it's all happening. So
Sorry.
university will be
Bless you.
will reopen the campus in August. UIC has been all working like as usual, processing the admission letters, I-20s, but everyone has been worked remotely, like from home, right? So these days.
Yeah.
But again, for August intake, campus will be reopened to some capacity, like lectures with 25, 30
Yeah.
students in one class, will be all delivered and on campus. And for students who can travel, we will be looking forward to welcoming them on campus. But for those who cannot travel, like for example, embassies in Pakistan are still closed, right? So we know that, and most probably, yeah, you will be applying for the visa later. But again, you need to start your bachelor's on time because you are graduating, this year.
Definitely, yeah.
You graduated. So that is why universities have come up with a flexible start option. So UIC will be doing their virtual classes. So it's like us right now, but there will be a virtual class, live classes they called. So where you have about 20 students in the class, and you will see the studio from UIC, like the teaching studio, and UIC professors will be doing the first semester classes for the undergraduate students. So that's
Right.
called UIC Live Experience, UIC Live Semester, that students can start in August, those who are not able to travel to the United States. As well as, like there might be some other students who are interested, in going to Boston and coming to Boston, studying
Yeah,
at the University of Massachusetts, Boston, which is also a great school, and Boston is a very
of
nice
course.
experience. So there is also a solution for them, which is called American Collegiate Live. So and at or AC Live, right? So that's the partnership between University of Massachusetts Boston and that platform, American Collegiate Live, where students can start again the classes with the UMass Boston. The classes will be taught from the UMass studio. You will see the professors, you will see the whiteboard, you can raise your hand, participate in the discussions. But if you do this virtual semester, like, it's a direct campus connection and pre-arrival support and academics staying on track academically. So these are the options, the flexible start options we call them, that are available these days, and that will give an excellent start for the students, and also an excellent budget savings, because doing their classes first semester like that, with the virtual live platform, so you can save on living expenses, insurance, meals, and then come with this money in screen intake, which is the
Right.
January intake, and continue your journey in
Yeah.
education. So it's an actually a very good platform, very good structure that works perfectly well.
Right.
All right, that's amazing. So does that also mean that the credit scores that we earn towards our degree at home will be eligible to continue the remaining on campus? And if so, what subjects can we enroll in to start? Will they be our majors or our minors?
Yeah, that's a very important thing. And like we just, if you remember, if we go back to the education system in the US, that it's credit based
Yeah,
system, as you rightly said, Ramsha, right? So the
yeah.
first, like your first two semesters, like one academic year, it's 2 semesters, right? And if you're a business student or engineering student, you will be studying general education courses, right? And that's how
Okay.
the first semester, being in your home country, you will be doing with the University of Illinois Chicago, University of Massachusetts Boston, and the courses that will be you will be taking will be the academic English course, like academic writing, college writing. It's called English 160. Economics, introduction to microeconomics. It will be and mathematics. It could be history. It could be a couple of more subjects that covers the general
All right.
education requirements. So, and you will earn up to 15, 17 credits per semester. That is a full course load that will help you then progress and start your next semester in the United States.
That's great.
Right, that sounds great. Also, are these credit points earned at AC Live transferable to other universities in the US? And can you name a few? And also, can you please elaborate a bit upon the admission criteria in terms of A level grades, the SAT scores at UIC and AC Live both?
Absolutely. So, like, if you are looking at, let's say, the different universities in the United States, and like I said, there are many of them, right? And because the first year of your education, it's a general education year. So it doesn't matter if you started at, UMass Boston or University of like South Carolina, University of Central Florida, or a university in California, or even university in Canada, because it's a North American system, right? That includes both US and Canada. And like with American Collegiate Live, which is University of Massachusetts Boston classes, you can choose from like the list of universities that are
Okay.
all mentioned on the website. But it could be university like University of Boston University, University of Massachusetts Boston, Kansas, for University of Kansas again, University of Colorado, University of Oregon, Northeastern University, and a couple of schools, in Canada as well. So there is a pool of about
Wow.
30 universities where you can transfer like
Right.
smoothly and without any problem, where you can transfer your credits, because your transcripts will be will be delivered, will be given by the University of Massachusetts Boston. That is an
Okay.
accredited school, and it's all that's eligible school, and that's the school that has a reputation and accreditation to deliver those courses.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so that is super, yeah, that's super interesting. And one of the most important questions that the most of the viewers are keen to know is about scholarship opportunities offered at UIC for Pakistani students, and how much does the SAT scores matters, if so?
We'll start. Yes, absolutely. I will speak a little bit about entry requirements, but we'll start with the excellent news, right? Because today's Monday. It's important to
Yeah,
have a good start of the
yeah,
week ahead. So, which is about
yes,
SAT. So SAT is waived off these days. So American universities,
yeah,
many of them waived off the SAT requirements. So if you're looking at the University of Massachusetts Boston or University of Illinois Chicago, SAT is not mandatory. So if you are
okay,
preparing for SAT, and if you have your SAT, that's fine. It's always, it will be always your like additional achievement,
yeah,
additional evidence of your like, a dedication, or your, your plans, your purposes, your
right,
goals to come to the United States. But SAT is waived off. So these days, the scholarship and academic criteria, like for the American Collegiate track, that will give you access to more than 30 universities across US and Canada, we pretty much need like 72 UCAS points on the A levels, or if it's O levels, it's
okay,
5 subjects, and you should have D at least. It's a 50%, in other words, right? So a 2.5 CGPA. Your English could be
okay,
it's all measured by the English proficiency test like IELTS or TOEFL, and these
yeah,
are like on IELTS you need to have 6.0, not below
okay,
than 6.0. Okay, so then you are eligible, and that's enough. It's pretty much their entry requirements for the first year across many universities in the United States. So IELTS 6.0 to 6.5. 6.5 is actually, it's even better to have, like, but 6.0 is enough to start the program and then to be eligible for the scholarship, because American universities always have scholarships. Like, and with the University of Massachusetts Boston, it could be up to $5,000 scholarship for your track with the
yeah.
American Collegiate Life.
Yeah.
So University of Illinois Chicago, these days they have even up to $10,000 scholarship. So it's a
Oh,
great,
that's
great
great.
chance, and it's a great momentum right now. So to apply, to ask, the scholarship also will
Awesome.
have some deadlines pretty much in July.
That's nice. That's nice. So, what would you like to suggest for students coming to USA as a study destination? What steps should one consider when preparing to come at UIC or any other American university that you mentioned?
Yeah, that's again a great question. So my first advice would be, if you're a student who finished your, who finished your all levels, or you've done your A levels, or you've done your international baccalaureate, or American high school, or the local high school. So, and you are applying, or you're still thinking about this intake, and you're due to start your bachelor's this fall. So absolutely get in touch with us with HS consultants, right? So to for the to submit your application, to bring your academic documents, because we can do we can evaluate and assess your profile, and we can help you with the next steps. Like if you don't have an English exam, it absolutely can be arranged by the university, right? So from
Right.
your, again,
Okay.
from your comfort place, from your home. So bring the documents, then arrange your English test, and then we do the application process. And then after the application, it's your call, right? So then
Yeah.
we can see the scholarship opportunities, which are definitely higher this fall, right? Because still, the universities extended the deadline due to the pandemic situation, but they're accepting students, they're offering flexible start options. So see the scholarship opportunities, and then decide, because the time is actually now, rather than delaying the admission till next year, because next year there will be another pool of students who will be graduating next year, so competition might be higher. So that's the thing. If you're due to start your
Yeah.
this year, just do it. But so get in touch with us, because the deadlines will be until the end of July, right? July 30th for this fall
Great.
intake.
All right. Great. That's definitely some amazing advice and very informative for us and our viewers, I'm sure, to understand what things do we need to consider when choosing USA for their first degree or their next degree. And yeah, it was a pleasure, a great pleasure having you here, Julia. And we hope UIC becomes a prominent choice for our viewers.
The pleasure was all mine. I truly enjoyed it. So I hope to see you again. And I hope, that everything is fine with you, your families, and you please take care of yourself. And thanks a lot
Yeah,
for
of
your
course.
time, for having me, for the questions. It's been a great session.
Definitely. Bye,
Of
Julia.
course,
Thank you so much
definitely.
for being here.
Bye. Pleasure.
So that was definitely some useful information, and hopefully our friends and viewers who are watching this stream would understand the education system of USA and other future prospects. Don't you agree, Tarfa?
Definitely, yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of students are not aware of such flexibility and especially about what AC Live has to offer
Exactly.
to start the US degree at home and continue on campus with multiple university choices.
Definitely, that's a very encouraging platform. And yeah, with that, thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe. And if you have any queries, we are here to assist you to find the best possible choice in the USA and help you with throughout the process.
Yeah, please DM us on Facebook or Instagram with your question or comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or to our Facebook for more updates. Stay tuned for our next episode. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.